Good morning on this Wednesday again. We're continuing our series on people in the Bible that struggled. This week we're going to talk about Moses. A lot of us know about Moses, and he had many struggles in his life, starting from a young boy. But there's a story in the Bible in Numbers 11 that kind of shows a spot where he's struggling so much that he's at his end, and he comes to God to talk about it. And I want to read that to you, and then there's just a couple points that we can take from this story in Numbers 11 about Moses. It starts in verse 10. It says, Moses heard all the families standing in the doorways of their tents whining, and the Lord became extremely angry. Moses was also very agitated. And Moses said to the Lord, Why are you treating me, your servant, so harshly? Have mercy on me. What did I do to deserve the burden of all these people? Did I give birth to them? Did I bring them into the world? Why did you tell me to carry them in my arms like a mother carries a nursing baby? How can I carry them to the land you swore to give their ancestors? Where am I supposed to get meat for all these people? They keep whining to me, saying, Give us meat to eat. I can't carry all these burdens by myself. The load is far too heavy. If this is how you intend to treat me, go ahead and kill me. Do me a favor and spare me the misery. Moses is obviously at his wit's end. To put this in perspective, this is a couple years after they left Egypt and had been slaves, and the people are already complaining and forgetting about what they went through as slaves in Egypt. Um, so Moses is obviously at his wits' end, asking God to take him. He's had enough. God responds, and I want to read a couple more verses because I think in our burden, in our struggles, God always responds. In verse 16, it says, Then the Lord said to Moses, Gather before me 70 men who are recognized as elders and leaders of Israel. Bring them to the tabernacle to stand there with you. I will come down to talk to you there. I will take some of the Spirit that is upon you, and I will put the Spirit upon them also. They will bear the burden of the people along with you, so you will not have to carry it alone. Moses was carrying this burden by himself. God saw that it was too much, and God provided a way for Moses to be able to move forward and work together with others with this burden. And I think there's a couple points in here that are very important to see or think about. And for myself, I thought about the first one is, am I a person that complains first, or am I a person that helps solve a problem? The problem here, the people were hungry, right? They were out of meat. They didn't have food. There's two solutions here, in my opinion. You can complain like they were, or you can help find food, find meat. But the people chose to complain and blame Moses for their problems. And I think so often it's just easier to complain about the things going on. I think even with in our country, if you look now, right, people are leading with complaints, and a lot of people aren't looking for a solution to the problem or being part of the solution to the problem. Instead, people complain based off how they view things, and aren't willing to move towards a solution. The second thing, and I think an extremely important thing, is God calls us to not carry our burden alone. God heard Moses' complaints about the burden that he had, and God gave him a solution of giving him 70 men to help him with that. And I think that's true for ourselves as well, is we're not called to bear our own burdens. The Bible even talks about bearing each other's burdens. I think the biggest thing that Satan uses in people's lives is making us feel as if we are alone and don't have help. And I think that's what Moses felt in this moment as he was speaking with God, as he just felt that he didn't have help, and God recognized that and gave him help. And I think, especially as Christians, we need to be carrying each other's burdens, but also the burdens of the things going on around us. People are in pain for so many different reasons, especially right now between COVID and now the racial tension within our country. And are we helping understand and carry other people's burdens? And for ourselves too, when we have burdens, are we sharing our burdens with other people? But we need to also remember, when we're helping carry other people's burdens or share our own burdens, there can't be judgment in that, but only looking for God's solution in that problem. I hope you have a great week.